I want to start with you. You know, cricket isn't just cricket. I mean, cricket isn't just cricket for Indians, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans. I mean, we all know that. It's something more. And to some extent, therefore, this attack is more than an attack on cricket.
Well, of course it is. It's all very tragic, of course, and one feels for the Sri Lankan cricketers, and particularly for the security men who lost their lives protecting the Sri Lankan cricketers. But yes, a threshold has been crossed, and I was the first one to consistently propagate that cricket sport must transcend all sorts of barriers, and we must play sport regardless of all sorts of, debilitating environments.
Yeah.
But I can now completely understand that people, cricketers, even other sports persons, will be extremely wary of going to Pakistan for any sporting relations at all.
It's a very sad situation for all of us back in Colombo, especially being a cricketer. I was shocked this morning to hear all this. And I think we should salute the bus driver at the outset. It would have been much more, the damage would have been much more bigger than this if not for him. Had he not driven the vehicle right inside to the stadium. So I sympathize with the cricketers and plus their families, and I hope the two cricketers who are remaining in Pakistan gets well soon and return back to Sri Lanka. But it's a very unfortunate situation. At the outset, I must say this.
Mr. Atapattu, yes, that bus driver's story is extraordinary, as is, of course, the fact that 5 Pakistani policemen died protecting those players. But if you can tell us something about the condition of the 2 Sri Lankan players who are still in Pakistan and are dealing with, we hope, not very serious injuries. What's the news on them?
What I hear is they are out of danger, but the shock itself is the one that matters. I mean, it's a good thing that we don't have any international cricket coming up for some time now that the Zimbabwe tour is being postponed. So it's a good time at least to cricketers to recover from this, although it is not going to be easy, but it will be a good time off from the game.
Now, tell me something, Mr. Atapattu. There was a lot of debate in Sri Lanka before this team was sent. A lot of other countries, like Australia, for example, have routinely refused to play in Pakistan. This was a big deal for the Sri Lankan cricket team to actually go. Is there a lot of anger in Sri Lanka at the fact that the team was sent into what was a potentially risky situation?
Now it is easy to say that. I mean, we all here are regretting the fact that we went, obviously, after this, after what happened this morning. But at the end of the day, after India refused to go, withdrew from the tournament, as a goodwill, we went to Pakistan, and we never came across any problems when we played the Asia Cup over there. We had good success, and we went through the first test match well. It's a very unfortunate situation that the cricketers had to face this morning. So I think it's, I mean, talking from here at 10 o'clock in the evening, most people would regret this.
Let me ask you before I go to Syed Kirmani and Radha Kumar here, do you believe that Pakistan will, that the Sri Lankans, that your country people will ever go back to Pakistan to play cricket? Or do you believe that Pakistan's become a kind of no-go zone for cricket in the foreseeable future?
I think it's too soon, it's too early to make a call on that. At the end of the day, I think cricketers should not penalized in Pakistan. There are lots of good cricketers there, lots of talent there. I mean, you should not isolate cricket in Pakistan, and this is where I find ICC had to get involved in make sure that they give Pakistan enough and more cricket, maybe elsewhere, maybe on a neutral venue.